Alright guys, so just yesterday I was climbing a V5 route and had a big lunge to a left-hand crimp that was a bit slopey, and I basically fired off of it and, had a slight pull of my middle and ring fingers. Okay. And it's pretty much hurting all up and down these two fingers. Okay, so sometimes if you hurt your fingers or strain a pulley, it can be here, the A4 pulley. It can be here, A3, A2, or below there, which would be A1. I have some inflammation in all of those areas right now, but it's not too bad. I have pretty much full range of motion. But if I'm putting even more than say 10 pounds of pressure, give or take, on these two fingers, I'm feeling a sharp pain all throughout those areas I was talking about. So that tells me that's a grade 1 sprain. No need to take any rest, really. I just need to go ahead and go into some prehabilitation exercises and just avoid moderate to heavy climbing for the next month. Just kind of stay on some really easy climbs for me, like huge jugs and stuff like that. And I'll probably get back to that in 3 days, okay? Now, what I'm looking at right here is a box of rice, okay? Just dried rice. This is my favorite tool for prehabilitation and rehabilitation of the fingers, hand, and wrist in general. Okay? I'm going to show you several exercises I like to do. The first one is going to be just extending the wrist a little bit and opening and closing my hand. Alright, I'll show you that now. I'm going to get deep in there. I'm just going to open and close the hand, okay? Now, when you're doing this, if you feel any pains at all, like anything sharp especially, you want to quit and take it easy. But if it feels okay, just keep doing it until you feel a bit of a pump, okay? What you want to do to, help with the healing process is pump blood into those, partially torn tendons or whatever it is you might have, muscles or whatever, okay? So I might do this. Sorry, I'm up and down with the camera. Try to keep it steady while I'm doing it. I won't really count while I'm doing this. I'll just do it until I feel, again, a bit of a pump. And I might also, rotate around as I'm doing it. Okay? So as you can see, rotating around now. Getting a nice stretch in the forearm flexors. And then I can rotate back around. This is feeling really good right now, which is making me happy. It means I didn't really hurt myself that bad. But for the next probably 3 to 4 weeks, definitely not going to climb anything over a, V3 or something. Alright, pretty good pump. Another benefit of using this rice is you'll notice it'll actually help shave down your calluses. Okay. Really common climbing injury to the skin is what we call flappers. So basically when your calluses like this one right here is kind of bumping up a little bit. I have one here, here, and here as well. If those get, too large, what might happen is they'll catch on a hold and they'll rip. And they'll just rip a ton of skin with it. So you want to shave those down if you can. And a rice box like this will help with that as well. Kind of keep those calluses smooth and flat. Okay. Now the next exercise is going to be a closed hand. And it's going to be just working on flexion and extension. And I'm feeling like flexion right now is a little bit of an issue, which tells me I probably also have some sort of minor sprain in my forearm flexors, okay? Because that's feeling Not painful, but like slightly uncomfortable right now. So let's try this out real quick. Put my fist in there. You don't want to have to punch your fist too hard. Just kind of keep it in a fist. And you want to just, okay, do this kind of motion here. As you can see from the veins popping out, getting a nice little pump already, okay? And again, you can use a timer. Let's say do this for like a minute straight or something. I just like to go for feeling. If I start feeling a decent pump, I'll go a little bit more until it feels, nice and tight, and then I'll rest for a bit. And again, with this one, you can start rotating with it. Okay, this is actually feeling really nice right now. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Oh yeah, it feels good. You can pause and stretch. You can go the other way. Okay, it feels pretty good. Very good sign. This is probably like a super minor sprain. I'm thinking maybe, I think a doctor recommend like 3 to 4 weeks off for something like this where I still have like full range of motion with no pain. Maybe it's just a week off of climbing in general, and then get back to sort of light climbing soon. I'm gonna go Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I'm gonna go Thursday and just see how it feels. I'm not gonna try too hard, but we'll see what happens. Now, exercise number 3 is gonna be radial and ulnar deviation. Okay, so just like this, we did our flexion extension of the wrist. Now we're gonna go this way. Okay. Just gonna get into that brachialis. It's gonna feel real good too. Making a fist again. This is gonna pump you up. The whole point of this is to stimulate those muscles, those tendons, in a very light way. High repetitions. And again, pumping blood to that area, guys, because nutrients from what we eat are in our blood. Okay, so if we pump blood to that affected area, to that injured area, that's going to help get all those nutrients in there. It's going to really benefit the healing process. For this one, I don't like to really rotate. I just like to keep it kind of straight up and down. It's just my personal preference. Feels best to me. That's feeling really good. You can stretch a little bit in either direction if you want to. That feels great. As you can see, the pump is still coming. Alright, a few more exercises, guys. Now, we did the closing and opening of the hand. We did the wrist flexion extension. We did radial and ulnar deviation. Now we're going to make little circles. Okay, we're going to go clockwise and we're going to go counterclockwise as well. Alright, let's do clockwise first. Again, making a fist. Not squeezing too hard, just a little bit. And little circles, okay. Ooh, yeah, this is nice. And again, if at any point something feels wrong or something feels painful, just stop there. Chill out, drink some water, get some protein, some food in you. I especially like collagen powder as a supplement because our tendons are basically made of collagen. Alright, for this I'm going to start rotating this way. Okay, clockwise. And now I'm going to go ahead and get into that counterclockwise motion. And I apologize if my camera skills are not up to par right now. Kind of hard to do this. Oh yeah, look at that pump right now. Multitasking here, guys. Bear with me. Alright, so that was the clockwise and counterclockwise rotations. Now, here's the real test of how serious this injury is. On the wall here, I've got all these grippers. Now I'm going to start with the very lightest one. All these ones that are colored right here and don't have those metal handles, these are all specifically designed for rehabbing hand injuries, okay? And this one's just 5 pounds, and I believe it goes up to, I want to say this is 60 pounds of pressure to close that one. So I'm going to start with 5, obviously, and go from there, okay? Alright, so you can go straight arm if you want. Kind of go slow at first, see what's going on. And that's feeling pretty decent. I also like to go in like a bent wrist position here. Let me go ahead and change my camera angle real quick, guys. Show you from here. Okay, so you can go straight arm with it. And again, you can do high reps, like you can go up to like 100 reps if you want to. But also like bent arm and bent wrist position simultaneously, because that's going to get really good into that forearm flexor. And you're going to feel that a lot more in the fingertips as well. This is kind of just slightly uncomfortable for me right now, which is fine. As long as it's not painful. It's actually starting to feel pretty good, so that's nice. This will really, really pump you up, guys. I got a fairly quick cadence right now. If your injury is more serious, maybe go for like a nice slow and controlled cadence. But the faster you go, the more of a pump you're gonna get in that forearm flexor and hand and finger area. Go back to this one real quick. It's feeling pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna rest for just a little bit, shake it out. I'm gonna go up to that 10-pounder, and I'll probably just stop there today just to be safe. Don't want to push myself too hard. Again, this is not really strength training. This is rehabilitation, okay? Now maybe in 3 or 4 days, I might start doing some heavier grippers if I'm feeling up to it, because there is some re-strengthening that needs to be happening before I get into like serious climbing again and start to like project things, Alright, so here's the 10-pound, I believe this is the resistance for this one, 10 pounds. So I'm gonna go straight first. Starting off kind of cautiously, feels pretty good. Then I'll gradually increase that cadence. That feels nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try the bent wrist, bent arm. Starting off slow, just to be cautious. Okay, feeling decent. Yeah, feeling pretty decent. Okay, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. And especially if you have any like ring or pinky finger pulley issues, this will be a good one for you. It's gonna really target those bottom fingers more the way you're holding this right now. This is feeling nice. Get a nice pump in the flexors. The fingers are feeling nice and fiery. Go back to this one now. It's gonna be probably 2 or 3 times as easy for most people to do it like this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off, guys, with a static hold. And just kind of gradually increase that static contraction. See how hard I can squeeze this. I don't want to touch any, close to my maximum effort here. I just want to kind of, get a little force into it. Let the tendons and joints know what's up. And then I'll release it. So yeah, pretty pumped. Veins are popping out and whatnot. I think I'm gonna stop there. This is about a 15-minute video, guys, and 10 to 15 minutes is really all you're gonna wanna do here, okay, for rehab. Especially if you're just like a day or two, after that injury or whatever it is, that sprain, right? I would recommend doing this kind of thing twice a day if you can, and give you at least like 6 hours of rest between those rehab sessions. So I had one already this morning. This is my second one. Tomorrow I'll do this again, and then Thursday morning I'll do one. If I'm feeling up for it, I might go climb and just do some easy stuff and see how it feels. Okay, so that's my rehab, guys. Hopefully that helps some people out there that've done like a grade 1 pulley injury or something, or they're recovering from a more serious pulley injury. That's about it, guys. Take care, climb smart, and don't hurt yourself. Peace.